Hello there guys, this is Coil Knife, and I'm back with another episode of Phasmophobia. This time we are on pretty much my favorite map. No real reason. I guess I just like the layout of it. It seems like the kind of cozy home that I'd be happy to live in, I guess, is why I like it so much. This is Ridgeview. It is the last of the suburban house maps. Everything else from here on out is going to be, let's see, there's one more farmhouse, and then we have some big public buildings. A prison, a school. Alright, let's head on in. First things first. Alright. That's the breaker taken care of. I think, is this my other crappy flashlight? No, this is one of the good ones. Hang on. We'll leave that there. I tend to start with the crappier ones, because I think I've said this before, I like to use them as breadcrumbs, basically. Grab the other lighter in the candle. I just recorded a failed episode, and by failed, I mean it ended up being a damn yokai. Again. That's like the third one. The Ouija board spawned right there, where I'm looking at. And the breaker was like right here. So, I started up the episode, started recording as soon as I got all my stuff put in the proper place. Outside the door there. And I got in here, turned the breaker on, and headed over to just take a peek just to make sure, because I know the Ouija board can spawn there, and it did. And I was able to discover the ghost location almost immediately, but then, unfortunately, it turned out to be a yokai. And as I've said, no more of those. We're not doing it. Put that there. We're going to light these little beauties. I love candles. I love the fact that they made them placeable. That's another equipment quirk. Most items are not placeable. It used to be it was just the books and the cameras. Even tripods are not placeable. You simply drop them and they stand up wherever you dropped them. But video cameras. Do I hear running water? You want to show me the Ouija board? Ridgeview can be a dangerous place, especially this upper floor here, because there's these long hallways, and they give the ghost plenty of time to catch up to you, and there's really not a way to break line of sight unless you can get in one of the closets, and even then, if the ghost saw you get in there, you know, this light was on. I haven't been up here yet. This door was open, this light was on. Oh, Lord have mercy, not a hallway ghost. This is one of my favorite maps, but I will not deny that the upstairs floor can really suck if you have to put up with a hallway ghost. We take a camera and a sound sensor. It's clipping in the wall there. The tripod's a ghost. I wanted to show you guys. So, rather than putting sound sensors in hallways, for example, I put the sound sensor... Oh, the freaking tripod's in the way. Alright. So, that top right room there, I think it was the purple room, I ran in there to the back wall, to the outside wall where there's a window, and I put the sound sensor on that wall. That means that it extends all the way out. It covers that whole room and it extends out here. The next sound sensor I'm going to place will probably be either in the corner of that room, right where I'm... can you see my little reticle there? It's kind of hard to see, but it'll be in the corner of that room there on the back wall, or maybe on the corner of this here, which I think is the bathroom. But that way, the area that it covers will extend out around the room in the hallway. If you put it... let's say you put the sound sensor out in the hallway on the wall, well then it's not going to cover the room behind it. So it's better to put them... you have to kind of take a from the outside in mentality with sound sensors. That light. So every time I walk into this house, as I'm walking through this room over to the stairs, I've got full light, which means my sanity does not start draining until I head upstairs into darker areas. You want to keep that in mind. You want to turn off unnecessary lights. Let's grab another camera, another sound sensor. Yeah, I don't think I need it. Look at this. Full coverage. Totally full coverage. Do not need that fourth one. Pay attention. If you ever do this map and you want full coverage on the second floor with your sound sensors, that's how you place them. From this camera, we can see all the way down into the bathroom, and you can see a tiny little white light. That is one of the sound sensors. This is a shy-ass ghost. So I'm getting sound in the boys' bedroom. Which one's the boys' bedroom? How do you know it's the boys' bedroom? Well, that one. Yep, that one right there. Because only girls can like purple, don't you know? But no, it's because it's the third one I placed, so, and it's obviously not the kitchen, and it's obviously not the toilet, so the only ones it could be is that corner one up top, or the blue one down in bottom, and you know, blue, boys like blue, and, oh, that's right, there are two bathrooms up there, that reminds me. When I was looking at this earlier, before I started recording, I was like, wait, are there even bathrooms upstairs? And yeah, it turns out there's two. Alright, let's check these cameras. We probably don't need them. Wait, is that an orb? Yep. Check that out. That is the bathroom next to... that's across the hall from the boys' bedroom. So that camera where we just saw the orb. Have a look here. See right there next to the door, that black spot with the little bright spot, that is a motion sensor. Which means that camera, even though the sound sensor over here says boys' bedroom, which is where I placed it obviously, it covers the hallway outside and the bathroom across the hall. So I go up there and I look around in the boys' bedroom, I might not find the ghost, but if I look in the bathroom, it'll probably be in there. You may have noticed that the breaker's out, and actually, that's fine. Because you know what? Probably don't need it anymore. When you're using smudge sticks, I recommend that you light them right when you're just outside the ghost's room. Since the breaker is out, I'm going to take the thermometer up there before the room cools off completely. It'll start to get cold up in here. The other book is going to go right there. We have writing. It's pretty cold. Orbs and writing. There's a bone right there. See that? Kind of looks like a chicken bone or finger bone maybe. So we'll get a picture of that. We'll bring the camera up in here. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I will go hit the breaker. The good news is, since the ghost is all the way up on the second floor, if it were to start hunting down here, I have plenty of time. Or, I mean, sorry. If it were to start hunting while I was down there, I would have plenty of time to get to safety. There's a locker there. It would take forever to come all the way down the stairs and get after me, especially if it's a rev. Revenants are the slowest ghost type when they can't see anyone. They're the fastest when they can see someone. Alright, so there, and it turned the water on. Perfect! The dirty water objective never happens when the ghost actually wants to turn the sink on. Kind of a shame. So. Where are you? I'm gonna leave that there. Are you here? Oh. Oh, hey, did you see that for a second there? EMF5. So it's not a yokai. Good to know. What does that make it then, a Hantu? Alright, orb, writing, EMF5. Oh, it's a shade. Oh, we actually got a shade this time. You almost never get shades. Shades are the definition of shy. They are just super, super hard to pick out. They don't like... Oops. Just did that old school. Yeah, that used to be how you had to put candles down. You'd light them and then you just have to drop them. So shades don't look any different than the regular ghosts. They're just a lot shyer and they prefer to deal with you when you're alone. And they're rare. That's the big thing about them. You do not see shades very often. Show yourself. You're wasting water, honey. Give me a sign. Show yourself. Lisa. Show yourself. Well, guys, that was a hunt. She almost got me there, too. I'm amazed she did not get me. 31. Blow out a candle. You didn't blow out any of my candles? Alright. I could have sworn I lit plenty of candles upstairs. Wow. For the record, I was talking to a friend online recently, and they were saying they had watched this, and they were asking me, don't you get scared at all? This looks terrifying, and the answer is actually yes. I do, of course. I just have to keep quiet. Internally, I'm like, oh, shit, 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 shit. But I gotta keep quiet because, and especially because of my setup, rather than a headset that, you know, all I have to do is keep my mouth shut and make sure there's no background noise, I'm playing through a speaker system. It's almost a full-on surround sound, you know, speaker system. So I basically have to quickly get to safety and as quick as I can take my hand off my keyboard, reach over and mute the mic. Because otherwise, it'll pick up the background noise from the game, and the ghost will probably just find me based on that. So yeah, that's what it looks like when it hunts you. If that happens, did you see how all the lights started flickering? So what happens in a hunt? I'm glad that happened too, because now I can explain it to you guys. Basically, the ghost gets pissed off finally enough to physically manifest and start chasing you down. It will look for you. If it cannot see you, it is listening for you. It's listening to your microphone, and it's listening to everyone else's microphone. As far as I know, they are not aware of your flashlight beam. Oh, also, I need to back away from that door. The ghost cannot leave the house, but if you're close enough when it's hunting, at least on this map, I remember there were incidents where people were like looking in the windows at their friends getting hunted, and they were too close, and the ghost grabbed them through the windows. So I'm going to back away just a bit, just to be safe in case she gets mad again. So, what happens in a hunt? Usually happens when your sanity drops low enough, the ghost will start, every few seconds, it will take a chance to hunt. And if the chance succeeds, it will become active, and you have seconds to hide, to break line of sight. That ghost was right behind me, by the way. It spawned in the bathroom behind me, as far as I could tell. It did not ever get line of sight on me, because when a ghost is looking at you and actively chasing you, you'll hear a very loud heartbeat pounding noise. We didn't hear that. We did hear its footsteps, though, and you saw how it opened the closet doors as it passed by, and I had to shut them really quick. And then it did it again because it passed by again. If you keep on making noise, it will really come and open the doors all the way and see you instantly, and there's nowhere to go at that point. You're dead. So you've got to be careful. That was pretty good. I wish I could have actually gotten a shot of her walking around, but we did get to see a hunt. And yes, I definitely do get pretty anxious, pretty nervous when that happens, especially if I'm solo, because it's like, oh crap. You know, there's no one else to draw aggro for me. This ghost, I'm alone in the house with the ghost. I'm the only target available. So if I could have like a heartbeat monitor on my wrist or something, and have that up on the screen, that would be cool, but I don't have that technology, so maybe one day I'll get that, and then if I'm ever playing horror games, I'll put that on. Got it marked in our journal. I think that's a wrap. The next episode will involve one of the other farmhouses. The crappier one, the bigger, more dangerous one. And I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.